Today, I'm going to teach you a Harvard framework that will allow you to make more money with your AI business. The reason why most people are not making any money with their AI business is because they're just AI experts. Their only expertise is knowing how to build AI solutions, such as automations. However, in 2026, the rules are changing and the market is evolving. If you want to have a successful AI business and stand out, you need more than just AI. And that missing piece is business strategy. It will allow you to understand your clients better, propose better AI solutions, and you will also become a better entrepreneur yourself. So in this video, I'm going to present to you the Value Stick, which is a Harvard Business School framework created by Felix Oberholzer-Guy. This business strategy framework will allow you to sign more clients and deliver better results, which means making more money at the end of the day. And make sure you watch until the end because I'll be giving you an additional blueprints on this exact framework. Allow me to start by answering the burning question of why does business strategy have anything to do with your AI business and how will it make you make more money? To answer that, I want you to think about why clients are paying for your AI service. I assume that 99% of people here have AI automation agencies. So think about why businesses are paying for your service. I'm going to spoil it for you. They want to seize the AI opportunity. AI is a buzzing word in the business landscape. Every single business out there has been thinking about AI for the past 3 years, and some understand that there's an opportunity in AI. You saw that opportunity and decided to start an AI business, and that's one way to profit in the AI gold rush. But the second way to profit from the AI revolution is by leveraging the technology inside your current business. And that's exactly why companies are buying the services of AI businesses like AI automation agencies. So your role as an AI automation agency is to help businesses leverage AI. And until now, the market and businesses were very kind with AI automations. They weren't really expecting anything from them, they were just curious. And since automations and agents are quite impressive, most businesses were happy with the results. And that's because they had zero awareness about AI. They didn't know what was available to them. However, the market is evolving and businesses are tired of automations that don't bring results to their business. 2026 is the year of the show me the money. Businesses are now asking to see the money. They want to see results and return on investments. So you can't build and sell automations blindly to business anymore. You can't just choose a niche, do market research to find classic problems, and then pitch and sell classic automations to them. And the reason is because that doesn't bring enough value. You can't guarantee a good return on investment for your clients. Because if you decide, for example, to help restaurants, you might find that one classic problem is having too many calls and not being able to pick up. So you decide to sell AI agents that take calls. Maybe it will indeed help the restaurant. Maybe the 5K they will pay for your AI receptionist will be worth it. But what if the business has admin issues and instead with those 5K you provide LLM training, advise them on existing AI tools admins could use and build very specific small and simple automations that would lead to saving the estimated time of one full employee? That would lead to the restaurant being able to have one more employee in the main room, able to both take the missing calls and welcome guests. Well, those 5K would have a way greater return on investment. So even if agents and receptionists are indeed fancy, and until now you could make money selling them, 2026 will not have the same rules. What will allow you to still run a successful AI business where your clients are happy with your AI solutions is learning how to analyze a business and identify AI opportunities for them. And what will allow you to do that is business strategy. So that's why learning business strategy is the best possible move you can make in 2026 for your AI business. And today, you're going to learn one of the most interesting and valuable framework you can use with your future AI clients. And that framework is the Value Stick. For those who don't know me, my name is Logan 10x and I've been building my AI business for the past 3 years. I've been failing and improving my business model, and today I think that I've fixed every small issue I personally found in other classic models like the AI automation agency model. I am what I call an AI partner, which is someone who accompanies businesses in the long term in their AI transformation. I am the person who analyzes their business and advises them on where every single penny would bring the biggest results in their AI transformation. I've invested heavily in my own education, notably in an 8-week certification program on business strategy by Harvard. I essentially spent 10 hours a week for 8 weeks on this exact framework I'm presenting today. So I hope that I will be able to share some valuable information on it and show you how to use it inside your AI business. So without further ado, let's dive into it. So the value stick is a very simple framework at its core. It's made of 4 different parts. At the top, you have the willingness to pay, which is the maximum amount a customer is ready to pay for a product or service. Then you have the price of the product. The difference between the willingness to pay and the price is the customer delight. For example, imagine you're selling an AI service at $5,000. $5,000 is your price. If the client pays for it, that means that their willingness to pay is equal or higher than $5,000. Otherwise, they wouldn't have paid. If their willingness to pay is, for example, $10,000, they will have high delight since they're paying $5,000. And if their willingness to pay was, for example, $6,000, their delight would be lower since the price is closer to the maximum amount they would have been ready to pay. Then, below the price on the value stick, you have the costs. This is how much it costs to deliver or produce a service or a product. The gap between the cost and the price is the firm margin. So if you're selling an AI service for $5,000 and it costs you $1,000 to deliver, your margin is $4,000. Finally, at the bottom of the value stick, you have the willingness to sell. The willingness to sell is a little bit more complex to grasp at it first. The willingness to sell is the minimum compensation a supplier or an employee is willing to get for you working with you. The gap between the compensation, so the cost, and the willingness to sell is the employee's delight. For example, if you're offering a position as a marketing manager for $5,000 per month and your employee's willingness to sell is $5,000, they won't be as delighted as if their willingness to sell was, for example, $4,000. Their willingness to sell being $4,000 would mean that they would be ready to get paid only $4,000, even if they're getting paid $5,000. So the bigger the gap, the more delighted they are. Now you have the basics of the value stick. You get the foundations and are aware of the 4 main parts: willingness to pay, price, cost, and willingness to sell. But what do you do with this framework? How do you use it? Well, the first thing you need to understand is creating value instead of shifting value. Let's start with willingness to pay and price. If you wanted to increase your customers' delight, you could lower your price. So if your client would be ready to pay $5,000 for your service and instead of charging $5,000, you charge $3,000, your client would be way happier, right? Well, you're just shifting value inside your own activity. You're reducing your margins. So what if instead you focus on increasing your client's willingness to pay? What if you improve your service quality, which leads your clients to be ready to pay $8,000 instead of $5,000? You could still charge $5,000, and since the willingness to pay increased, you're improving their delight without shifting value inside your business. In that case, you're creating value. Now let's look at the other side of the value stick, how to increase employees' delight. Well, you could just increase their salary. So if their willingness to sell were $4,000 and you were paying them $4,000, you could pay them $5,000 and they would be happier, right? Well, once again, you're shifting value inside your business. You're increasing your cost and reducing your firm margins. So what if you instead lower the willingness to sell? What if you make your company more attractive? What if you propose working from home twice a week? What if you have a good promotion plan? What if your employees feel safe inside your business? Those are all things that are going to lower employees' willingness to sell. They would maybe prefer to get paid $5,000 in a business where they have all of those advantages rather than getting paid $5,500 in a business where working conditions are bad. Now, let's take a quick pause and breath for a minute. I know this can be quite overwhelming, and that's exactly why I created a complete resource on this exact framework. So if you didn't get everything correctly right now, that's not a big problem. Now it's time to focus, because we're diving into the most interesting part of this video right now. Now that you know how the value stick works and how creating value is better than shifting value inside a business, what does it mean for you? It means 2 things. First, you can use this framework to identify and choose the best AI solutions, the ones that create value inside a business. And 2, you can use this framework to skyrocket your credibility and sign more clients. So by learning and using this, you will be able to deliver better results to your clients and sign more clients since your credibility skyrockets. But now let me show you how you can concretely use this framework with clients and identify good AI opportunities. Without this framework, implementing an automation, for example, would mean you present the automation and say something like, it's going to save you, for example, 10 hours, which means $500 saved each week since the employees paid $50 per hour. Now, with the value stick, you can provide more than just return on investment calculations. You can come to a business, take the value stick, and show how an AI solution creates value inside their business. For example, if you decide to train your clients' employees on using AI tools, and those employees work better and faster, you can explain to your clients that since the work will be done faster and better, their customers' willingness to pay would increase. And since their price stayed the same, they will end up with happier customers. And happier customers means an increased lifetime value. Or you could explain to a client that having the right methodology is important when it comes to AI transformation, and that implementing AI the right way inside a business would lead to employees having a lower willingness to sell. Because if employees see that their boss is implementing AI the right way without trying to replace employees with AI, but rather using AI to be more efficient, employees will have a lower willingness to sell, which leads to value creation. Because I strongly believe that an employee paid, for example, $6,000 per month would prefer to work at $5,500 per month in a company where they know they won't get replaced or fired, rather than getting paid $6,000 in a company where they could be fired at any time. And that's the power of the value stick. It allows you to see more than just time saved with AI solutions. Now, I know how overwhelming and complicated business strategy and this framework can be. And that's exactly why I've created a complete blueprint where I give you practical examples of how to use this framework with your clients and how to find the best AI solutions using it. But first, let me tell you what you need to take away from this video. What I want you to remember is that in 2026, you can't be just an AI expert anymore. You can't just choose a niche, think about pain points everyone should have in that niche, and then sell AI solutions to solve those generic problems. Businesses are tired of mid-AI solutions that don't move the needle. Your clients are waiting for real results. And if you want to deliver real results to your clients, you need to be able to analyze and identify AI opportunities for them. And the thing that will allow you to do that is business strategy. Today, we've seen the value stick, which is one of many business strategy frameworks. So keep in mind that the missing piece of the puzzle, the key to being successful with your AI business in 2026, is business strategy coupled with your AI knowledge. And now, let me give you your free blueprints. Like I said, inside it, I will give you a lot more concrete examples and show you how to use it for specific use cases. You will find this blueprint inside my free community, The Shift. The link is in the description. And that's it for today's video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to grab your free blueprints. And in the meantime, I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.